Hey guys, Julie from Raj Running here. You may have just watched my video on the CEP sleeves. If not, please check that out. It's sort of a partnership thing I've got going on tonight with the idea of compression sleeves. And now I'm going to talk about the other compression sleeves I own, Tommie Copper. I have only had my Tommie Copper sleeves maybe 6 months, definitely less than a year. And I won them in a contest at Megan's blog at On the Road Again. I was very excited. I've been entering contests for Tommie Copper sleeves for a very long time. See, I knew where you could buy them online. I knew I was very interested in them, but I'm very nervous about buying things online. I just like to see the product in person first before I make any sort of a commitment. That's why I'm also very nervous about buying anything from Zensa. So I have my Tommie Copper sleeves now, and there are dogs spazzing about cats, and I have to say I'm very pleasantly surprised by them. After doing a little bit more research, I did learn and now understand that they're not necessarily promoted for use during activity. It's definitely a recovery thing. Their claim to fame is the yarn infused with copper as part of the recovery. I have no complaints as far as wearing them for recovery. And when I did wear them in performance, I have no complaints for that either. See, I am sort of in the school of thought of if I can't feel it, I don't know that it's working. You know, like mouthwash, when people say, ooh, Listerine's so great because it burns my mouth, but it doesn't really need to do that. And the Blistex makes my lips tingle, but it doesn't really need to do that. So that was where I was with my compression sleeves. They don't really need to squeeze me. So I did wear my Tommie Coppers out on the trail a few times. I believe it was a 5-mile run, and then there was another 5 or 10-mile run. And I will probably continue to wear them out in activity, even though that's not really what they're made for, because that's what I want my compression sleeves for. I want them to protect me from the elements. I want them to just be a part of what's going on in general. If it ends up being an issue, I'll just wear one during activity and one at night. Whatever. Now, I'm going to show you how I get them on and off. I believe I talked about everything I needed to say with the background of how and why I'm wearing Tommie and why they're so great. And I find that they're a little bit easier to get on than the CEPs because of the not being as tight of a compression. They're a little slicker. I think they're very similar to a tech shirt in their smoothness, whereas the CEPs are very similar to just a sock type material. It's also very obvious where you put them on. There is a seam in the back, so that's how you know about that one. They're, for me, great because I have a smaller build, being shorter, and they don't get in the way of my ankles and they don't get up in my bend of my knee. So that's another 2 things that I'm concerned about. And here we go with putting them on. My pant pulled back up, my leg. I roll them up a little bit, just like I talked about before. Slide my foot in there, slide them on up, wiggle them on up. See how much quicker and faster that is because of the smoothness. They don't have any issues right there. You can see they don't have really issues up here. You can always, I think, like kind of fold them over. They more easily adapt. This tag is a little questionable at best. And just do what you need to do with them. And nice and smooth, ready to be a super speedy racer. And again, they slide off so quickly and easily. Alright, so those are my 2 sleeves. Feel free to ask me any questions, maybe something I forgot that you're curious about. Check out the main blog post over at rojrunning.com, rojrunning.com, to follow up on any important links, how to get to the site, background information, and let me know what you think about your compression. Yay, nay, agree, disagree, what you had for lunch today, and have a great night.